And good evening, my friends. It is 8:11 p.m., June the 26th, 2023, here in Ottawa, Ontario. Now, big storm just finished up, but there's a severe storm watch for the rest of the night until a while. And there's some dark storm clouds north is that way to the west going up north. So hopefully the fires will be getting a lot of rain, hopefully. And the smog will be relieved here. Okay. I did a live stream of the storm. Well, a stream of the storm. I uploaded as well. And speaking of storms, we're going to talk about the overdose crisis here in Ottawa, Ontario once again. Just yesterday on June the 25th, after me and an acquaintance left the mission, going to this place called the 454 down on King Edward. It's a center that has a lot of problems, apparently. And we saw with our own two eyes an overdose. They were giving away some free pizza near there, which is really nice, from Domino's, which is good. Thank you, Domino's, for helping out. Very much appreciated. And we went inside to the picnic table there. And there was a young gentleman, in his 20s probably, maybe even younger, who was stumbling out, and his arms were kind of going inward, like a seizure. And I knew right away there was trouble. He was probably overdosing. I told my friend who had her back to him. She later told me I had a good eye for that. I had a good eye, and I noticed that right away. Due to the fact that I can spot seizures and epilepsy really quickly, I have a good eye for a lot of things. I'm very observant and attuned to those kind of things. I saved my ex-boyfriend there from a seizure as well. You're welcome. But anyways, this young lad, staff came around to help him. My acquaintance friend, you know those little, in hospital, when they give you that little gadget on your finger to measure your heartbeat? Well, she purchased that to check his heartbeat. It was going down, 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 she was telling me. But the staff took over and were trying to talk to him. By then he was going to, not seizure, but the overdose, when his arms were going like that, going to that position after an overdose happens, apparently. My acquaintance told me. And yeah. She tried to intervene. They asked if she was a nurse, but she likes helping people. She helps people in overdoses all the time. She has naloxone kits. She took CPR. She told me some of her stories, which is pretty amazing. I don't know how she does it, but she's a hero. Okay, a pulse. Yeah, pulsometer. That's the one. Anyways, they gave him a nasal shot of the naloxone. About 10 seconds later, less than that, he just came out of it and started standing up and coming back to consciousness and so forth. So he was intervened with right away and given naloxone as soon as possible. So his life was saved. Very young lad in his 20s, but at least we were there to help him, and I noticed that right away. Something was wrong. I noticed right away, and we did something about that. So that young lad was saved. The ambulance came. As the naloxone, as you guys know, keeps you stable for a certain amount of time. So we had to go to hospital and get further watched and so forth. Yeah. Later on that afternoon, after lunch, I took the bus down to Montreal Road, and I saw another person seizuring or having an OD crisis in a bus shelter. There was a police SUV nearby, and there was a gentleman checking his heartbeat and trying to keep him awake. I went around, came back by bus, and an hour later, about 45 minutes later, I guess, 50 minutes, 50 minutes, he was being taken in the ambulance. I'm not sure if and there were 2 other police cars there. They put they were putting plastic kind of wrap, hopefully not over him. I hope he made it. It didn't look like he made it. I hope he did make it. I'm not sure if because no one had naloxone look like at the time. But yeah, I hope that gentleman made it. He was a little bit older, not as young, probably 30s or 40s, maybe 40s, I don't know. but he was having a hard time too. It's been a rough day yesterday. Yesterday, I stayed there all day. I wore a mask all day, sticking around downtown, checking things out. Apparently, 2 other people told me there were 4 people who had an OD as well on Daly Street as well. Some of them at the same time, and they saw that as too yesterday. So between those 4 people and the 2 people I saw overdosing, can you imagine how many others are overdosing in Ottawa? There must be quite a lot, which is very, very, very disconcerting. Everyone should be carrying a Naloxone kit, and I'm going to get a few more. I plan to take CPR and first aid to help these people, or if I happen to see someone in need, I will be alert and try to help them. My acquaintance told me that she was walking and saw these feet sticking out of a bush. She pulled the person out. He was purple in the skin. She had administered CPR until a fire truck came over who knew her and intervened. She was doing it for a while that her arms were hurting, her arms were shaking because she's a skinny girl and she doesn't have much arm strength. So she was lucky that the fireman came and took over until an ambulance came after that to save this gentleman. He was saved. And she always keeps her eye out, and she says that there's like 15 to 16 people a day around there she encounters in overdosing. And she goes around with Naloxone kits, no CPR. She has this little, the pulse meter, which is good. And I plan to get more Naloxone kits. I have one around me right now. And yeah, that's about it. Also, unfortunately, that same evening, later on in the evening, around 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m., when I was going home, a gentleman was hit by a bike right in King Edward and Rideau. There was a fire truck, there was an ambulance, there were cop cars, and all of a sudden was the bike and a leg sticking out. And I'm not sure if that person was seriously injured, wasn't moving. I'm not sure if that person got killed. I have no idea. But that was another tragic thing I saw yesterday as well. It hasn't been a good day yesterday overall, like seeing all these tragedies. At least one person OD'd, was saved. I'm not sure about the second one. Hope that person made it. I don't know. The person on the bicycle, I don't know. Hope that person is okay. But there's a lot of tragedy and a lot of bad things happening out there, which needs to be dealt with. Just seeing those 3 things happening, I had bad dreams kind of a little bit. And I don't know how some people can handle that. I'm not sure if I can handle that as a job, like a paramedic. If I happen to see someone in, overdosing, whatever, I'll have my Naloxone. I'm going to take my CPR and first aid to try to help these people. And yeah, it's always good to save a life, Very important. I saved my ex-boyfriend from a seizure twice. He could have the real severe seizure. And the first one he had was a pretty bad one. The second one was somewhat less severe. But, yeah, he needs to be, he didn't want to move in with me. I thought it was a good idea, even as roommates even. So in case of epilepsy, at least someone will be there, and if I get a job, whatever, at least I can have some cameras in the building to check on him when I'm at work. I was thinking if we moved in together, I could take care of him. Even when I was working, I would have some cameras set up in the place and have it attached to my Wi-Fi. So if it's at work and I could, if anything weird happens, I could get an alert on my Wi-Fi at work and I can call the ambulance from there. He can't be alone. That's my thoughts. It doesn't matter boyfriend, girlfriend, as long as someone needs to take care of him and so forth. But yeah, he doesn't want that. So he's being resistant about that. He's going to end up somewhere else or dead. I don't know. No one's going to be there for him. He doesn't want anyone there for him. That's his choice. I'm going to have to let him go. Doesn't want a serious relationship. He wants one. Then he keeps changing his mind. So be it. I'm going to reevaluate my relationship with him. I told him I'm going to cut off ties with him, but it's up to him. He needs to be watched 24/7, and not with someone who does drugs, not with somebody who has a criminal history, not with someone who has a history of drugs, like the people he hangs out with. No. Someone like some professional help, or someone like me who doesn't do that, and I'm planning to help people, and yeah, do something about it. Unfortunately, he doesn't want that, so it's too bad. Just too painful to for me to be confused, and too many head games and too many promises and broken promises. I can't handle it. He doesn't want to be a man, doesn't want to stand up for himself. It's too bad. So anyways, yeah, the OD crisis really is bad. I urge everyone out there to try to get these kits to help people with overdoses. Keep your eyes open, be observant, and you can save a life. Yeah, very important. I only have one left. I'm going to have to get some more. I'm going to try to team up with somebody who has access to that. I'll talk with her tomorrow about that, actually, along with my other friend about some other things going on. We go way back. So, yeah. Keep safe, my friends. That's the update I want to give right now. And it looks like some more storm clouds are kind of moving along here. We still have a watch. Probably more thunder and some more shows tonight. Natural fireworks. Lightning is risky too. They can cause fires as well, though. But hopefully the rain will reach Quebec, where the fires are, and stop the fires, I hope. Quebec desperately need fires. So anyways, yeah. The air quality now is fair since that big storm. I would go cycling, but I'm kind of tired now, I inhale that bad air a bit, even with the mask on, off, most of the day. I still feel sore throat and kind of not 100% well. So I'll wait. And tomorrow, if the air quality is fair again, I might go tomorrow night for a ride. It depends on the air quality, of course. If it's going to be poor or unhealthy or whatever, I'm going to have to pass on that. So everyone take care, stay safe, wear a mask during whoever's in the bad areas with the smoky air is anywhere from poor, unhealthy, very unhealthy, and dangerous. Yeah, carry your kits to save someone's life, be observant, learn CPR and first aid, save a life, be there for people. And if they don't want help, they don't want help, but you gotta help people. That's about it. Take care. Stay healthy, my friends.